All righty, guys, welcome and welcome home from convention. We all had a phenomenal time, and we have tonight set up so that we can go over a lot of the. I mean, we had so many great things happen at convention. The teaching, the time we had, the dance floor for a lot of us on Friday and Saturday. A lot of great tools, a lot of great insights, a lot of great coaching. And actually, just where I want to start off is just I mean, this is my sixth convention, and I think we say this every year. It was the best convention, but this one was by far the best convention. Like it was, you know, I'm a strong believer that nothing happens by coincidence, and just all the things that are happening, our vehicle, the people that are here, what we're evolving into, the lives changed. It's just truly powerful. And that being the case, just being completely reminded on how to care, love, and reach out and bring people forward and move them forward. This is probably the best training we've ever had on that. As well as just, great insight. Dr. A, I don't know, I talked to a few of you guys, and Dr. A's slide really hit a bunch of you, just, touching our business every single day, focusing on people. And if you miss a day, don't worry about it. Just hop in the next day, but don't miss 2 days. How to build that momentum and how to reach out to people. So we got a lot of stuff to cover tonight because we have a lot of enhancements. And I use the word enhancements because there's really not anything new. It's just we've gotten better. For those that are not aware, one of the coolest things, which is why it's really great right now, is we have what we call a unified system. So for those that have been around for a while, we've always taught like the same thing. Because our program is simple, but it's always been like, a little variation here, or a little variation here, or a little variation here. And we all know that, confused mind does nothing. So it can trip people up. And what they've really worked on, I just got to give hats off to our leadership team, is they really dialed in the systems, which is what we'll be going over tonight. But before we dive into any of that stuff, we have a few people that just wanted to just share some of their takeaways from convention, because I always love people's individual takeaways. So who wants to hop on and just share what they took away from convention? I think, Haley, you were first.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Well, all I can say is, wow. It was incredible. I really didn't have the money to go to convention, but I really took a leap of faith and just decided to do it. And actually, I've already paid my credit card back from my rolling consistency bonus, so that's awesome. But I'd say my biggest takeaway is to really get over your fear. I've always been really fearful of phone calls, approaching people, and I came back and I've been on fire, and I've got a health coach and 2 new clients already. So I'm just really excited. Kick fear in the face.
That's the takeaway. Kick fear in the face and get up on stage and sing if you can. That was awesome. Thank you. Haley, thank you so much for that. That's such a good takeaway from convention. Let's see. Who wants to be next? How about Gina, the famous Gina? She on yet? I know she was coming in from somewhere. How about the amazing Bobby? Bobby Scott.
Hi.
Hey.
So for me, I don't know anybody who wasn't touched in that room when Dr. Jill spoke. I think her last name's Petchasek. To me, I came back, and every client that I talked to Monday night, which is my client check-in night, I told them that I believed in them. And that was the most powerful, profound statement in those very simple words for me, is I felt her saying, I believe in you. And I don't know if she was talking directly to me, right? But I just felt that was such a profound statement. And it's really what health coaching to me is. And that very simple statement is, I believe in my clients, and I wanted them to know that. And I think that everybody's looking for somebody to believe in them. So that was my huge takeaway.
Oh, Bobby, I love that one. And I'm sure that probably impacted a lot of lives when you talk to your clients on Monday.
I probably need to take off because I got a meeting.
Oh, someone's got a meeting. Hold on, I got to mute somebody.
Yeah. In fact, this is what I have on my computer, and I have it just to make sure I remember it.
Oops, hold on, Bobby. I accidentally muted you because someone was unmuted. Go ahead and unmute yourself.
No, I'm done. I just was saying that this is what I put on my computer to make sure that I remember to tell that to all of my clients and my coaches and the people I'm trying to help, is that I really, really do believe in them. So
That's powerful. I like that. I'm going to do that too, Bobby. What an amazing takeaway. And for those that don't know, Jill is this amazing health coach who has an amazing triumph, battling cancer, and just has a heart for people. And she basically had everyone in tears on Saturday during convention. So if you weren't at convention, that one's recorded. You got to catch it. It was powerful. So it's a great takeaway, Bobby. Let's move over. Who's next? Let's go over to a new Bay Area health coach. Suzanne, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi. Actually, I'm still in Orlando, so I'm still living it up. Now, I wasn't even going to go to convention because it's close to my granddaughter's second birthday, and I was like, I can't afford 2 plane tickets, one in the same month. So I was like, it was more important for me to go to my granddaughter's birthday than to go to convention. And I just took on health coaching as my full time. I've been nursing for 21 years, so I just took on Take Shape for Life full time. And I was like, I don't have a job strapping me down, and I'm not having to ask permission to leave work. And I was like, well, why can't I just go to convention and stay those couple of weeks after convention and just spend that time with my family until after her birthday? So that's what I've done because since we moved away 2 years ago, I haven't been able to spend any time with them, no more than 3 or 4 days out of 3 different trips out of the year. So I'm still here enjoying my family. And some of my takeaways from the convention was, I believe Dave Blanchard said this, was, your clients, just getting to know them and as your family and friends, just learn about their family, learn about their struggles, learn about their life, learn about their job, their stresses, their sleep habits, just really learn about them and talk with them and be their friends. Just like you would your family and your friends. And also, I believe one of the doctors, I believe he was a chiropractor, I can't remember his name. And this is what I would really love to incorporate not only into my life, but I would really love for everyone else to take away this as well, is to push yourself out of the way. Just put you aside. Yes, you are important, and your journey is very important as well. But just go up to somebody and just hand them your business card. Don't try to just pick somebody out that's overweight, just anybody, and just say, I had someone that shared this experience with me, and I just want to pay it forward. And it's up to you what you do with this business card. But if you would just, look over it, give me a call or share it with someone that may be needing this as much as I did. And I just want to pray that forward. So I need to push myself to the side, push myself out of the way, be bold, and help somebody. Just offer that hope to someone else because they need it, and more than likely they're searching for it. So that's my biggest takeaway, is get rid of you for a little bit and help someone.
Wow, that is powerful, and so cool that after all those years in your career field that you're moving upstream to help people. And I can see the passion in your eyes of how many people you want to share this with, and just how cool it is that you get to just go wherever you want. That's pretty cool.
I love that. That's the best part ever.
Yeah, that's amazing. Great takeaway. So excited for you, and safe travels back home.
Thank you.
Let's move over to, I think, April, you're next. Did you want to share still something from convention, your takeaway?
Yeah, it's just like a couple other people said, I wasn't going to go either because I've got some pretty big events coming up, and I thought I couldn't take the time, but I'm very, very, very glad that I went. And one of the things that I really liked is that, there's a lot of the presentations people had videoed, and you can go back and look through them on YouTube and that type of thing. But to me, the biggest thing is that the people that I met there that you can't get on YouTube, well, maybe some of them with the dancing you can, but the other stuff you can't. But you can't do that. And to meet the people, to listen to their stories about how they got there, some of the tips that they have. I know Dan Raymaker made a big impression on me with some of the stuff that he told me about. I mean, so many people. Meeting Gina was fantastic. I mean, there's just so many people that came up with tips and stories that were fantastic. And somebody else on one of our calls this morning said something that I loved, and I don't remember who said it in one of the workshops or whatever. It might have been Dr. A, but it was, don't be attached to timing or time frame. I really love that, because I do know with all my heart that the people that I talk to, it isn't that they're not saying never. They may be saying no, but they're not saying never. So as people are seeing even me on the journey that I've been on, and I've only been on this journey since January, but people are following what I'm doing on Facebook, and they're following what I'm doing in person. And people that I wouldn't have expected in a million years are coming up to me and asking me what I'm doing, and asking, how they can have this kind of health. To me, the other thing that was the biggest deal is just seeing the people that have lost so much weight and how happy the people are. I mean, my gosh, the happiest people, I've never seen people so happy dancing up a storm and so forth. So I just encourage everybody that if you didn't already sign up for Austin, I really encourage people to sign up right now, tonight, as soon as this call is over, so that, you can experience it too if you weren't there, or even if you were there, shame on you if you haven't already done it. But I just loved it, and I got more than you could possibly know out of it. So thanks.
Oh, great takeaway. And I love that. Don't be attached to the timing or time frame. So that's a great takeaway. And you just got connected with a bunch of other people, and now those stories are part of your stories. And I like particularly what you did. You took a lot of pictures with people, April, and now you're posting your story with their story of pictures you took with people at conventions. So now your story is attached to other people that you know. So very powerful. So I love it. Great takeaway. Let's head over. Speaking of Gina, since you mentioned Gina, let's head over to the amazing Gina Schnabel. Gina, where are you at?
I'm right here. Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. So I think what everybody shared so far has been so amazing, and some of the people are brand new, and what they're saying is just so awesome. I'm glad nobody said what I was going to say. What I got was from a lot of different people was be yourself, because the Whitney Kella's already taken, Becca Tinner's already taken, Susan LaBelle's already taken. They are already. You are you, and you need to be your true authentic self. And I think I was talking too much TSFL, and I wasn't talking from my heart. I was talking too much out of the book, and too much, I just wasn't talking, I wasn't being me like I am when I go to convention. I'd be me with you guys. I wasn't being me with my clients. And since I've come back, I thought I would practice on my new clients, and it's working amazing. I could just really just be me, and tell them that I believe in them, and be real. And I can even say the word God, and I can pray with them, and they're not running away from me. I can be me. I don't just have to talk out of a textbook. And I think that's the biggest thing, is when I heard Tia say that they were just regular people that came to convention just like us. And so right before the call, I was a little late getting on the call, because I had a friend come by and see me as she's a client, and I got to ask her if she wanted to explore health coaching, and it wasn't weird, and it wasn't funny, and it wasn't uncomfortable. It was natural and authentic, and we're going to look at signing her up to be a health coach now. And I can do this over and over again, where before I was afraid to talk about it. And the walls just went down this convention. I don't know what they were, but I was able to hear with different ears, and it was pretty amazing for me, and it sounds like it was pretty amazing for everybody else. I just thought I had to be awesome like everyone else, and really in the last few days I've just had to be me, and it's starting to work a little bit, I think. So I'm really excited about what my future as a health coach holds, and helping other people realize their potential as well. So that's all I have to say. Thanks so much.
That is a powerful takeaway, Gina. And I'm glad that you are you, because there is not another one of you in the whole world. So I love that. Reminder to be you. You don't have to be anyone else, because you are pretty awesome. Wow. Good luck topping that, Christina, because I'm going to jump over to you, because that was pretty darn good. But you just came off a fun day in Orlando the other day when I was taking off. So I bet you're energized. And have some good to take away.
I do. So this is my first convention. So I don't have 6 years or 2 years for that matter to compare to. However, I don't know. I didn't think adrenaline could last this long. And whether that's still what I'm running on, I'm not really sure. But what I do know is that the takeaways were huge. And the couple of things that have really played over in my mind is that if I'm not acting now, today, then lives are suffering. And if it's not going to be me, then who's going to help that person? And, they talked about who around you is in a 10-mile radius. I don't know. So, I have some good things scheduled already for this week. I have decided every morning, and I've so far stuck to it with putting God first. And luckily my daughter's gone, so that's most of my family. But I'm like, God first, family and business. And so far every morning I've been getting up, just excited, drinking my coffee and connecting and messaging people that I'm finding on my green light in the Facebook Messenger, and just chatting with people and setting appointments, and just I don't know, just really feeling like I need to pray and know who is out there looking for me, and praying that I'm going to be a blessing in their life every day. That's been my biggest takeaway.
That is darn good. Wow, way to put all that into action, because it literally just goes into connecting with people. So who can you connect with? Who can you pour into? You know what you have in your hands. So props to you. Well done, and way to be on purpose. I love so many things of what you said there. It was awesome. And I think you did contend with Gina. So I did. That was awesome. Great takeaway. Let's head over. These are so awesome. I want to make sure, I'm sure we get to some of the points here, but let's finish up with just the two more that we talked, that from the people that kind of reached out. So Cindy Wood, would you be one of our last ones here and just kind of share with you your takeaway from the weekend?
Sure. Well, everybody kind of hit on a lot of my takeaways, so I'll try to come up with something different, except for it's pretty easy actually, because I think that the most important thing that I came away, well, okay, there's two of them. Your mom told Dawn, and of course it's kind of a thing that is just carried on through everybody. You never miss an event that you qualified to go to. And I just kind of went with that, and I've always gone with that. And I am so incredibly grateful that I went with that this time, because I've never been to an event like this one. And I'm so excited about the direction that TSFL is going. And it's like Dr. A always wanted us to get this love everybody and just it'll take you where you want to go thing, direction. But we get so much in our way that we think we have to do everything by the book. And I think that this time, I think that they kind of aligned us all in this way that we really got it. I mean, I've never heard so many people just be overwhelmed with love in their hearts about what the possibilities are for the people they touch, not for themselves, because what we have now to give is these huge hearts that are overflowing with love, that we just want to connect with people. And whatever happens is going to happen. I was reading the book today, and I just wanted to read this quote because it was so awesome. And it was the one that said, this book, this book? That one? Anyway, and it's the one, it's the line that says, we are, oh gosh, where'd it go? Oh yeah, it was, what we are in the beginning is God's gift to us. In the end, what we become is our gift to God. And, I don't want to make this like a religious meeting or anything, but that was huge to me. And it's true, because we are, I think that this convention has probably helped so many people get over concepts that were keeping us from changing the world, from making a huge impact and leaving an amazing legacy because of the people that we can impact. And that was just huge to me. So it's like a whole bunch of things just moved out of our way, or at least mine, and I think a whole lot of other people's too, and feel like I can finally move forward without fear.
I think I've talked to a lot of people, and I think that was a very similar takeaway, because so much we get caught up in the hows and the whats, and we get focused on them, but that end result, knowing what you're bringing to every person. So I'm going to actually quit talking on that because I thought I'd be true to actually staying on point. And actually, those that don't know or didn't see the message, I apologize. We went over things with Terry this morning, Presidential Director Terry Miller. So I posted on there that we're probably going to go longer than 30 minutes. So hopefully you guys saw that message. If not, I apologize. But we'll just finish up with here since he already impacted April earlier. Let's finish it up with Dan Rainmakers.
Wow, Brad. Oh my goodness. Seriously, like, how do you package in 30 seconds such a transforming weekend? And just to put a package on everybody, what they said, it's one thing, if I could put it one way, is we as health coaches are not the expert. The optimal health community is the expert. When I say expert, and I love it. Gina said it very well. We are here to commit to grow ourselves and commit to better ourselves, and then to pay that forward and help others do the same thing. And there is no better way to do that than to plug them into such a strong and loving and supportive community. And I feel, along with what has been said, that there's a perfect alignment with the heart and mind of the company. There's the heart, which is us, and the character and the morals and the love and the community. And then there's the mind, which is the systems and the tools and the support that we're going to learn a lot more about here in a second. But there's a perfect alignment of those things is why it's just going to, it just makes sense, right? It's just perfect. So, and just to put one quote, because one quote I didn't hear yet was Dr. A himself: success is only rented, right? And rent is due every single day. And several people talked about that. Just waking up every day and focusing on what we want and seeking those that we can lift up and support and love. And that's, it's awesome.
Wow, Dan, you dropped the mic, man. Holy cow.
Boom.
Wow. I'm loving all these takeaways, and it just shows how strong our optimal health community is, which is why I'm going to jump into here, just kind of to kind of plug into what our systems is. Because like I was talking about, we actually don't have a lot of things that necessarily changed. We just had them enhanced. So I'm going to kind of go over them so we can kind of just keep on running with what we got here. So we got some new tools for creating interest. So if you guys saw these are your the tools that we have here, just so you can kind of know. And again, so tonight's call, so you can wrap your head around everything that came out. So because a confused mind does nothing, and we know what we're bringing to people, this is literally how simple it is. And I got to self-admit that I came out of convention being like, okay, wait, is there something I'm missing? Oh, I got that. So this is everything here that you need to know. But really the first thing you only need to know is that you have your story, you have your mouth, and you can reach out to people. And that's the most important thing. So these are some of the tools that we have to help create that. So we have Discover, Take Shape for Life, which is a great small overview piece that you can share with people, which shows our whole program, our entire company. You have a Healthy Body, which really focuses more on our program offerings. And then they also released a catalog. We know we don't really kind of bring people through the food, but it is there. And now we have a nice way of showing people all of our options that's there. So those are some of the things they put out for that. They updated our web pages, which are so nice and clean. I saw a lot of you guys posting on Facebook the new look that they have to them, and it's really simply laid out on there. So one-click shopping, we have new packs, which I'll get to in a second, and it's just all crisp and clean right there. So you can see them, you can look at it, and it's got great information on it as well. So take a look if you haven't seen them yet. There's really not much more to see. It's all the same information that was on there before, but now it's just really nice, crisp, and clean on there. You could even, if you're happen to be with someone and you're ordering, you could literally show them some of the things on the website, because it literally goes over our full optimal health program, Be Slim, all that in between. And our kits are even simpler to order. So what they did is they changed the kits. Oops, I went there. There we go. So no longer do we have like 9 different kits. So again, simplicity. So now we just have 4 kits, and then also then we have also the 3 and 3 kit. So really simple and easy. And they changed them now. So they're 30 days. So no longer do we have to worry about, add 3, whatever. It's simple and dialed in. They're enough for 30 days. The optimal kit, the optimal favorite kit, is the one that we suggest going with. It has all the favorites. It's got the habits of health in it. And that total comes to $346.25 is our new cost on program to get started. That comes to $310 commissionable volume for volume that shows up. And basically it breaks down to, it's a middle of the road of $11 a day to be on plan a day with our starting pack, which is a phenomenal deal. And it makes it even easier. So boom, you're in, click, they're started, and they're on their way to getting healthy. So it makes it really easy. We also have the same Optimal Health kits that we had before, but they're on there. It's nice, quick and easy. So it's at the top of the Optimal Health food section, and it's $297.65 for that pack, which basically, our portion that basically breaks out for that 3 and 3, because they're going to be adding other meals to that. Basically, for our program, it breaks down to $10 a day to be on plan with that. And some of the lean and green meals are included in there. So that's actually a big portion of the meals they're going to be eating on plan, which is another great way to bring something to someone who maybe already has a healthy routine, but they definitely do not have structure or education. Maybe they can't commit to a solid 3 and 3 plan. This is somewhere where we can meet them. Or this is exactly what through transition, this is basically your generic plan after it. And you can adjust basically the calorie intake to meet your goal. There's a T calculator, a TEE calculator on our website where you can kind of go through and show people where they can aim for within the structure of our plan. So just want to kind of recap a few things on this. So we start with the optimal kit with the favorites kit. And you can also feel free, this is something I haven't touched on in a while, but when you're starting with someone, and since it's that easy to get going, you can also add a case of ready to drinks. I don't know if you guys have actually ever tried doing that, but if you're exploring it with someone, you're exploring what their day is going to be like, you're finding out more about their health goals, you can totally explore what a case of ready to drinks would look like to be added in there. I know that I luckily got some ready to drinks because my mom actually helped me with my food when I first got started. Sorry. So I got ready to drinks that I can't imagine not starting program with them. So it's just another option when you're to be mindful of when you're starting a client. That would be really helpful. Plus also when you start with a B-Slim kit, it also is going to unlock special offers. So discounts on the snack products, discount on the sleep products, all of those things. By just being a B-Slim member, you're going to get a discount, or they're going to get a discount on those things. So and also now you can also add a business kit to a first order without any cost of shipping on there as well. So a lot of people we're talking to now are wanting to start as health coaching at the same time. They can add their health coach kit to their same first order, and there's no shipping cost added on there, which is great. Which, speaking of the kit, they updated it, which is great. So for all those that want to know what their coaches are going to be getting in their kit, it's still $199. And then this is the new looking kit. I mean, how many of you guys have said to people, all right, you got your kit now. Now grab the file folders and maybe this, and then put the rest underneath the bed because you won't need it. Well, now they've really simplified it. So this is what comes in the business kit here in the top right. So the business overview guide, the getting started overview, welcome pack of things that they can share with people so they can immediately have a tool to start reaching out besides just themselves. So that's what's in the pack there that they can use and jump in with. Let's see here. These are the tools that you will jump in. So just so you guys are aware and knowledgeable of it, this is the welcome brochure. It just kind of has an overview of Take Shape for Life for someone that's getting started to know like all of our components. There is a business guide, which is this basically replaces our Path to Achieving Senior Coach Guide. And it's more workbook related. So it has all the different stuff, compensation, developing their story, contact list in the back there. It's all nice and easy, and that's in there. And then this workbook here on the right-hand side is your Getting Started guide. It's basically, and I have it right here, it's just a 2-page list. And it basically, if you're starting with someone, it helps you easily go through because it's going to help you detail out, like, what are you excited about becoming a health coach? Who are you going to talk to? Who are your first 10 people that you're excited to share this with? What are you going to say? And, what do you want to share with people? And then what's next? And it goes over a lot of the things that references that they need to have. So it's all simple, nice and easy, and one piece of paper. It's right there. It's really beautifully displayed too. So just so you know, that's what's going to be coming in your new coaches business kits. Let's see here. And then and that's where that's at. Let me see. Did I skip a slide? I did somewhere, but that's okay because I just kind of went over it in the tool. That's why the tools are there. So like I was talking about with the unified training system is now we have everything in one place. So now instead of it being on like Facebook pages and Team Global webinars and training sites and all over the place, and you have no idea where something is and you're just like, I don't even want to go look for it. Everything is going to be laid out in the opposite motion, and it's going to be available to coaches. Let me see here real quick. I need to mute someone real quick. Continue. All right, there we go. Back in order. So it's going to be in the your document library, so you can see all of those tools in there, and you can reference them. And then your coaches will have access to them. So they've actually. So I was talking about the one system. Now there's just one video per topic, and this is kind of the module rollout as you start a new coach. It's just GWiz information, but they have Dr. Ray welcoming them, Dan getting started, and all this stuff is going to be released here shortly. But this is basically what your coaches are going to see and what's available, all the way down to, as they're getting through their fourth module, earning your CAB, grow into executive director, anything you possibly need to know. There are videos and short modules for it. It's already done and simple and easy. So just being aware that that's available. Oh, here's the slide I was looking for. So just like in the folder there, just knowing that this is our business path. So we want people when they get started, we don't want them setting up their website, doing all these crazy things like, the people can go into fake work. We want to help them develop, the things that we talked about that are in this guide. Why are they excited about health coaching? Who are they going to talk to? So who is their candidate list? Who is their top 10 that we want to focus on? And then showing them that we're going to do 3-way phone calls with them until we get their CAB on that subject. And then making sure we debrief and follow up afterwards. So we teach them how simple it is, and we're helping them get those first wins and how to start a client and how to support a client, so that when you work with someone, literally, if they work at it diligently, you can be senior coach in your first 7 to 10 days. And if it goes a little bit slower, in their first 30 days, and they're getting their CAB and they're on their way to success. Because this is our health coaching path. And this is just a good reminder for all of us on here. Duplication. We want to partner with Power and phone calls. And remembering that you don't, anytime you're coming up and you're like asking yourself, have I done this before? And the answer is no. You go to your support team and they're going to help you with that. So the goal is to bring in, if you can wrap your head around it, and Terry said this on the call this morning, which is so brilliant. The goal overall, no matter what, is to bring at least 5 candidates into your health coaching business every single month. You want to know how you can change the world. You want to know how, forgive me, I can't remember who mentioned Tia. I think it was Gina. Basically, how do you get there? 5 people coming in and changing their lives a month. And so that you can focus on that. And 5 and 1, basically for every 5 people that come in client-wise, is someone looking to expand and move into paying it forward. Making sure you're doing the duplication process and using 3-way phone calls. You don't have to be by yourself in this, and remembering that, and just using the blended path to help people build to executive director. That is our model. A good reminder on Facebook pages, I plug this on Simple Systems, but client support pages, guys, is huge. So much is taken care of for us right now. So making sure that you are plugging people into an active client support page, because that's where they get support, that's where they get community, and that's also where we talent scout with them. There's also the Brash Miller Health Coach group, where there's information where we're putting out to people, or your specific global page. You're probably in one of their pages. So if Ashley and I are not your frontline global, you're probably in another global director's page. That's where the information is as well. And for those that don't know and are growing to FIBC, Terry Miller has a fully integrated business coach page, and you get added in there for leadership level information once you reach that rank. So just another, welcome to a higher level of thinking when you get there. All those that are in that group, you guys know what I'm talking about, but many of you guys didn't know it was there, and you will be there soon. So one of the other things that I've been brainstorming with some of our leaders, and I'm really excited to share with you, is our community. Dan hit on our community, and we wanted to make our community not only more tangible, but very systematic and easy for us to plug into. So we have some fun things listed here that are going to help us. By the way, anyone want to go on the incentive trip this year? I know I do. It's super easy. And these are some of the tools that you can utilize to get here. So I'm actually going to go over the different areas and show how they fit in. But it's super simple, because we don't want to bore you guys with tons of trainings and being on Zoom all the time. That's not the point of this. I mean, I know we want to be around each other all the time. But these are the options to plug in for ourselves and to plug people into for our community and drip on them. So Got to hand it to Susan LaBelle. She came up with a brilliant idea of Tuesday 20 at 10. So every Tuesday at 10 a.m., we're going to have just a short training topic that's going to be relevant to maybe what's going on, helping you move people forward and elevate your health coaching skills. There's not that much to know, so we're just going to do short little topics each week that are relevant. And we're going to have we have so many awesome people that are doing the do. We're going to have a lot of guest speakers, getting a lot of voices in there. So that's 20 minutes on Tuesday at 10 a.m. And if you can't join live, it'll be recorded. It'll be nice and short and sweet. Tuesdays, I know many of you guys have healthy huddles, so don't stop what you're doing if you like your community, but a lot of people don't have a consistent one or want to consolidate. So every Tuesday at 5:30, we're going to have a health huddle where people can plug into your clients, your pre-clients, people that are in your challenge that we're doing, which I have some news on that coming up. And just we'll have a topic of health related to the habits of health as we grow and expand on our health journey. So plug people in. It's community. It's tangible. It's prepping people for understanding how to plug into our community. And then we kind of had a fun idea after that. So for those that don't know, that are like me, and everything can be done later, and we procrastinate. Anybody? No? Anyone like me? No, I'm the only one. I know it. So we actually thought it'd be fun to do this. So if you like where your client check-in day is, fantastic. Keep it there. But one thing we thought would be really fun to do after this huddle is we're going to pop off, and then we're going to pop right back on. And we're going to have basically about an hour and 10 minutes of just on-purpose time where we can check in on clients, follow up, layer people, and just do it together where we're just being on purpose on that. We'll come on, we'll probably have like 5 or 10 minutes information on just something that will help maybe your clients that week, maybe something to layer, something to be mindful of, because I always relate our health coaching to a golf game. The second you got something figured out, for the golfers out there, you know what I'm talking about. The second you got a piece of your game figured out that was bad before or you were working on, something else in your game is needs a little bit of help. So that's why we're going to keep that topic fresh. We'll talk about referrals. We'll layer things that are coming up. We'll talk about the health games, all those different things that you can be layering on people and plugging them into. As well as, if this works out for you, someone from your support team's going to be on at that time. So if you need help with a topic, you have a question, or you want to, hey, someone's interested in coaching, someone will probably be available for a 3-way phone call pretty quickly on that topic. So I just thought it'd be a fun thing to do. Don't change anything if you like the way you're doing, but feel free, we're better together. And so we wanted to build a client check-in connection time. So we're going to call it World Changer time because what we do is world changing. And then other new things to plug into, we're basically going to keep with the alternating real stories of health calls because it's been really powerful. We had our best sponsoring month last month, which essentially just means we had more people join our community because they had a peek into what we were doing and said yes. So we're going to keep with the every other week real stories of health calls, but we're going to move them to Wednesday just because Monday can be a little bit of a hectic day for so many people. And if we're doing the connection time, we'll make sure to remind everyone to layer people on that it's coming up the next day. So every other Wednesday, we'll have one of these. And every other Wednesday that we're not having a real story health calls, we're going to have a new coach meet and greet. And I'll have some more details on that too, but we wanted somewhere tangible new coaches could plug into and just feel connected, learn who their support team was, be introduced, and just have a meet and greet for a short amount of time. So we wanted to really focus on community because I think we all realized coming out of convention that two things are true, that the party crashers rock and that community is huge. So I'll try to get the party crashers to come on to these calls. I don't know if they'll make it. They're probably rocking out somewhere. But these are the things that we have for you and to plug into. So guys, simplicity, we don't want to bog you down. So this is how simple it is. First day of the month, we have a Jumpstart Your Month, and that's when we focus on, getting our clients, everything kind of set up for the month, getting ourselves organized. And then Tuesdays are going to be a heavy day. If you want to plug into it, it can be your work day, which is not a lot. It's not a lot of time, but you can be really on purpose during this time. And then Wednesdays are great building times. We're plugging in community, getting people to learn more about what we're doing. So mark it down your calendars. We'll have plenty of heads up on this stuff on the coaching pages. I just wanted to have you guys be aware. I can only see Cindy, Christina, and Dan on my screen, but does that look pretty simple for you guys to plug into? Do you guys like that community? Fantastic. So we thought that'd be fun. Other cool news, which I am extremely excited about. The bad news is there's no games in August coming up. So I know that's sad. But the good news is we're actually changing it back to 6 weeks. So I know that a lot of people have enjoyed for a season the 4 weeks. But, we were going back to back so much. So I know if you guys raise your hand, if you got kind of caught and you're like, man, I did not get everyone invited to the games that I wanted to. And especially because the games is not what we do. It's just one of our tools. So they switched it back to 6 weeks, which basically means it's a 2-month wave of process. So it gives you 2 weeks to kind of layer the next one that's coming up, promote. It gives something fresh and new to reach out to people about. We're talking about loving on people and, not being focused on, April was you that said time or was it April? I don't know. There's so many awesome ones, but attached to time, frame, or timing. This will give you something to reach back to people periodically on and get them plugged in. And we're playing a little bit longer. It gives us a little bit longer time to plug in community and get set up in there. So that one starts in September, which really couldn't be better timing. We're coming off the summertime. It'll be a great time to promote through August because people are usually finishing up August saying, man, I had too much fun this summer. I really need to get back in the routine. And there's nothing better than getting the routine with the health game. So that's some fun information on that. So I hope you guys are excited about that too. Here's the other one that I wanted to hit on before I turn it over to Susan to kind of finish up the night, which is actually I have one thing after this, is the qualifications. And I had so many people asking me questions on this. And honestly, I scratched my head too when they announced it from stage. But when I had some time on the plane to look over this, I was like, holy cow, they made this so easy for us to go on an incentive trip. So anyone that liked convention, who wants to go on a vacation trip with all the same awesome people that we were just in convention with? I know I do. So check this out. This is how it's set up. So it's 6,000 points, earns you an entry for 1 to our incentive trip. And by the way, the qualification month started already this month. So anything that you did this month to earn points already counts. And then 7,000 points earns you a trip for 2 to this trip. So you have July through January, 7 months to build this. And these are the ways that you can earn points. And a little bit of a hint and awesome and how great our company is. And if you see Mona, Meg, or Dr. Ray, or anyone in the Alacrity team, give them a big hug and kiss because they are like totally reminding us of what we should be doing daily that helps us focus on integrating people. So you get points for client integration. For every 1,200 in frontline volume of new clients you start a month, so basically that's 4 clients a month, you get 100 points. So each month, we're generally trying to bring in 5 people a month anyways. So just for doing that, you'll have 100 points there. See there. New health coach sprint. So here's a way to earn a big chunk of the points. And honestly, paying it forward and sharing the trilogy is one of our big things. And you have 7 months to do this. So what they're going to do is for sponsoring 2 health coaches and having them get their first order within their first month. So an order of 310, having volume of 310 or more in the same month that they start, you get 1,000 points per coach. The only difference is, don't follow me here, is you have to have 2. It doesn't count until you have 2. And it doesn't need to be in the same month. So in this month, if you start someone and they get their first client, that's 1. Next month, you get someone started and they get their first client, and ideally their cab and all that in between, you're going to get 2,000 points for that right there. And then after you have 2, every month after, you get 200 points for having them as coaches that have 310 in volume. So that's a big little hint. This is a way to earn a ton of points. And then we all know how simple our system is to help people reach senior coach. So if when you help 2 people, not just 1, it's 2 people, earn their assist bonus. So basically, if you help your 2 coaches that earn you those points earn their assist bonus, you get an additional 2,500 points. And just, again, that's why I'm saying this is so awesome what our company does, is they're heavily weighing the small. I know this seems small, but it's funny because so many people don't focus on this little action. And this is why they want it on this. And that's why this trip is so easy. They want you focusing on sharing this with people. So literally in the next 7 months, if you start 2 people for coaching and in their first month they have 310 in volume and both of those people get their cabs, the points you earn for that are 4,500 points. That's literally how simple it is. I was kind of like, I had to call Terry first, and then I had to check with Jesse, and then I had to triple check with Jesse from the home office to make sure this was right. Cause I was like, this is so stinking easy to do that. And it's literally the main activity we want to be doing. So 4,500 points just for doing this action right here. So this is a heavyweight option right here. And this also doesn't include the 200 points you'll get afterwards. If you do this right there, you basically have all the points you needed. If you sponsor 2 coaches, help them get their cab, this is all your points basically earn the trip right there. That's how simple it is. But there's more ways to do it than just that, because we talked about frontline volume and sponsoring. Advancing in rank for the first time, you get these points. So anyone that's that hits these ranks, get these points right here. And I got to say, we have a lot of people getting close to a lot of these ranks here. So I expect to see a lot of points entered in here. So I recommend the 7,000 points for presidential director rank. That's just me. But all these in between here for just moving along the business path and hitting the next goal, there's a lot of points here. And then you get points for maintaining your rank here. So maintaining the rank of senior coach, that means you just maintain the rank that you've hit previously. You'll get points as well. And a quick side note on that, so if you advance in rank in a month and you get like a bonus point for like hitting executive director, you don't earn maintenance ranks or points that month. So instead of like maintaining your rank of director and earning 40 points, you're going to earn 500 points for hitting director and not both. I know that's kind of unfair. I'm just kidding because they're throwing out points like crazy in here. But just want to clarify that because if people had questions on that. And then lastly here, one more thing. Oops, didn't mean to stop sharing. My bad. Hey, everybody. 1 second. Let me go back to the screen. And Susan, would you actually watch the chat for me? And if any relative questions come in, will you come off mute and go ahead and ask them? And then the last one here is advancing to integrated rank. So for advancing to integrated executive director, 3,500 points. For advancing to integrated regional director, 4,000 points. And integrated global is 6,000 points. I mean, those basically are huge points right there. I mean, there's so many different ways. Hold on, let me mute everybody again real quick. Someone sounds like they're having a bar right now. I'm not mad about it. It's good to eat small meals throughout the day. So as we wrap up here, these are just some things that you can focus on. So like, here's an example of how easy it is for a new coach. Like if they just bring on 4 clients a month, getting started this month, they'll have 700 points. Advancing in ranks just along the path, if they just diligently move to executive director over the next 7 months, they'll earn 1,400 points. If they sponsor, if their business coach helps them sponsor 2 people and helps those people go senior coach, which is probably part of that executive director ranking, there's 4,500 points to earn there. 200 points for every month thereafter. There's 600 points. And then these are just maintaining the ranks along the way. So when they hit senior coach, the next month, hopefully, they'll hit that again. When they go along the way to associate director, they'll hit that, and executive director. And that's 100 points right there. So just a nominal pace of going for a new coach, they'll go on this trip. That's 7,300 points. So not only are they going, but they'll bring someone with. Here is how it looks for an associate director. Basically, very similar path. And maybe they don't even bring on 4 new clients every one of those 7 months. Maybe they only do it 5 out of 7 months. But then they hit executive director and then regional director, because that's 7 months to help someone on their team go executive director. And by the way, guys, the whole trip qualifications ends in January. We all know what happens in January. So it's a great month to finish up if you're looking to catch up on here. Sponsoring new health coaches as they focus on that. Then just 200 points thereafter. And by the way, this is only for 3 months. Let's say it takes them a while to get their first coaches. Let's say they don't even get their first coaches till November and earn that. This is how much points they would earn thereafter. And then maintaining rank. So this is what it would look like for an associate director to do it. Very similar, 72, 60 points there. Here's what it looks like for an ED starting this month. So, bringing on 4 new clients out of, maybe even only 6 out of 7 months. Maintaining rank of executive director will be 300 points. Going regional director over that time, that's all you need to do is 1,000 points, and focusing on those health coaches coming in and getting them started, plus the months thereafter. That's 7,200 points. That's just an easy pace for someone to look executive director, doing it that way. You can also do it by going integrated. There's so many ways. This is just kind of I figure this would be an easy way to show you how simple it is for someone is at those ranks. And then a regional director. Maybe only, let's just say they really don't do well on the client acquisition. So even on a bad pace, they don't bring that many people in. Let's say they only get it 3 out of 7 months, and that's so simple. 300 points there. Maintain their rank 6 months, 5,400 points. Advance to integrated regional director. So moving forward with that, that's 4,000 points right there. And mind you guys, it's not just hitting the rank once, because integrated ranks, you have to hit it 3 months in a row to hold that qualification. So that's what it means with this. And then sponsoring 2 health coaches. Let's just say they don't even get them to go to get their cab in their first month. There's 2,000 points there, and then maintaining those people after that. 76, 40 points right there. And it would be a lot more. Maybe they do 2 rounds of sponsoring people. Maybe they get their cab. I mean, then we're talking like 10,000 points. But this literally is how simple it is. We have it there. So I hope you guys are excited. I'll put these slides up just in case so people can see them on the coaching page. But the other thing I want to show you that's part of the simple systems, and actually, Susan, was there any questions that popped up in the chat on that?
No, I mean, one is there going to be a tracker, and there will be one. There will also be a detailed video coming out from Patty Glick on all the specifics. So there'll be more information as you have fine tune. What did you suggest, Brad, is kind of know your plan and your goal, and kind of you can start mapping it out, but it's good to know how we can earn points and we can kind of be doing the work right here out of the gate. The one question was from someone specific, if they move to an integrated rank, and just for clarity, any integrated rank requires that you hit that rank 3 months in a row continuously. So to qualify, if you've hit regional and you've hit integrated regional once and maybe you were paid, because if you hit integrated regional 1 month and you got paid that 1 month, but you've never hit it 3 months in a row, you would be qualified to be that being a new title for you if you can achieve hitting integrated regional 3 months continuously in the qualification period and earn those points.
Yep, exactly.
So, so integrated ranks are 3 months in a row. So the goal would be to hit sooner, not have the first month you hit be in January.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so many people are right on the edge of that right now. So that would be a really big focus for all those people that are sitting there right now. But that's literally how easy it is for all different people to be able to do that. So a good way to focus on that each month is using the success tracker. We've gone over that. This is going to be a lot of our tool that we utilize. We have the tracking for our next clients. We have our focus for all the people we're dripping on daily. Who do we love on? Because you're like, you open up your day and you're maybe be super busy. Who can I take 5 minutes and just send some love out to? It's so easy. That's why we have this. This is literally, we should call it basically our how to love on people in a quick amount of time tool, and keep track of everything. But it's got your pre-clients, your top coaching candidates, and tracking your people that come on here, as well as a quick little high leverage activity daily thing on how you can be on purpose and tracking yourself moving to the next level. So literally you set yourself up to move your business, 5 new people coming in a month and using this every day to touch your business, you'll have it down, no problem. And a lot of our tools are going to revolve around that. So like the client check-ins, the world changer time, we're going to have that time be a time where you can look at your list and be like, what am I moving forward this week? Oh, I need to follow up with that person. Like on purpose time to do that. When we start the Jumpstart Your Month, time to basically do that and go over those things. So this is your real quick business assessment on how to keep focus each month and make sure you maintain that. So as we wrap up here, Susan, we have a great new tool. And it's they actually adjusted the support system of how we use the folders. And it's great too because you have to wait for them to come anymore. They come, you just print them off online and you can always have new ones coming in, and they're genius too. So Susan's just going to kind of do a recap on what those are. And this will actually be our first topic of our Tuesday 20, if you want to catch up on this. So Susan, I'll turn it over to you.
Great. Thank you, Brad. And just to answer one question that came in on chat about adding your health coach kit to the first order, it's my understanding that on the first B-Slim that the shipping will be free if you add the health coach kit to the first B-Slim order. I cannot confirm that that'll be the same thing on the second and third, but we'll hopefully have that information for you. But for sure on the first, and I don't know for sure on the second or third. Brad, do you have any more information on that? I
didn't get confirmation on that either. So that'll be something we'll have to catch up on.
Okay. Okay, perfect. So, I was a rebel against the client tracking system back in the day. And so those people on my support team all know it's kind of all over the place. And I will say when I got organized, I rebelled against it. And then when I did it, it was just like this huge weight lifted off my shoulders. So I'm excited about the Tuesday 20. It's going to be very pertinent to brand new coaches, like very topical. And what I mean is if there's something you guys would like to see trained out in a little more clarity, or you feel you personally would love to share something that you feel you've become really good at, we'd love to hear your voice on those. Things like, how to help a client overcome a plateau, how to help talk about, overcoming objections. Could be, we might have one on transition. But you guys, it's kind of exciting just to know there'll be those short little things. And someone did ask on the chat, will they be recorded? Yes, we chose 10 a.m. because a lot of people, they want to make their work hours during the workday when maybe they have kids at school. And that's a good time if you're home, and they'll be quickly posted afterwards, the recordings. So for those of you that aren't available during the day, if you choose to watch them at night, they'll be available. So next Tuesday, we're going to go over more depth. We're coming up on the hour, so I'll keep this really, really short. But hopefully, there's 3 new trackers that are available to us. And I'm just going to state real clearly, like, I'm not going to go back and redo all my client profile sheets with brand new trackers, okay? I'm in a moving on, like from here on, moving forward, what am I going to do, okay? I have a little love affair with the new well-being tracker. Okay, so I personally am going to opt to use this with all of my candidates, whether they're looking at, healthy body, even if they're coming to me really just to change their physical health. I know over time I'm going to be assessing all areas of their well-being. So this is really going to be the form that I'm going to be printing using with all my, pre-candidate calls. And also with my fully integrated clients, the clients right now that are, on that front side of your tracker, that are on full program, that we're connecting every week and they're working on integration, those will be the clients that I will. So I'm talking, for most of us, it's anywhere from 2 to maybe 20 that are on full program. Those I'm going to be looking to take one of these and start filling out new, but keeping my old, stapling this to my old, because I have a lot of great information on the old. But I love that this brings to the attention of the whole, all parts of their health. So I'm in love with that. There is a health tracker as well, and this is be on the physical health path. Maybe a health professional, if they were in their office and taking information down. Oh, there he is. Are you and Ashley also leaning towards using the well-being for all your candidates? Can you even hear me? Okay. Just you can shake.
It wasn't letting me unmute. Yes.
Okay. So, because I want to make sure we're guiding all in the right way. It's so great. Everything's really on there that we need. Lots of room to write information. So I'm happy about that. The other form I'm really excited about is the health coach tracker. So how many of you, as we're starting new coaches, and I'll just speak for myself. Sometimes it's like, where did I last leave off? And, Brad, you brought up tonight about, was what was taught was caught. Like, our role is to transfer skill sets to these coaches so that on every call, when you're working with a health coach, be thinking to yourself, what am I looking to teach? Okay, so there's actually a transfer of skill sets. And I love that this form details it out. So I'm not going to go into, this would be like a whole nother potential topic on how to help assist your coaches to senior coach utilizing this form. But on all the coaches that you're personally working with, you will want to print one of these off and start that process. Other things, and we won't, like I said, won't go into all the details as you guys printed off, was we're not doing folders anymore. We're doing sections. So I apologize if Brad and I keep calling it file folder system, because 5 years of habits are not easy to always get rid of. We know that, right? So we're going to probably call it folders for a while, but what we really mean is sections. And so I'm going to take my current client binder, and this weekend I plan on spending some time to kind of clean it up. So on Tuesday we can work together in a real kind of hands-on form, putting together our new sections. I love that everything's going to be in one place. Like, I currently have 3 binders. Some of you might have that, and I'm looking to go all into one system. And I'm super, super excited about that, with very short information on each section. So if you're excited about it, come next week with these printed out, your binder, and we'll kind of work through that, and I'll be fielding any questions. So again, nothing really new. If anything, I think it's simpler. It's more clear for our new coaches. And if you look on the back, this could also be done in digital form. So some of you have been asking for a digital file system. And all the information on how to do that is in here, but I will tell you, I am going to be still doing paper, just because my brain works that way. My brain, right, Rod? My brain. And so, but it is on here. There's a digital method for electronic folders in your how to use this. And I know some people are excited about that. It kind of walks you through how to do it. But on Tuesday, I'll be walking through more of the paper way of doing it. So that's really what I have today. I'd rather just, if this is something of interest to you, I will tell you, being organized. Some of us resist it, but when it's there, your client support time will cut down into fractions of the time that you're spending. And we can really prep you for those Tuesday night, working into the I can't remember what we called it, Brad, the Tuesday night time.
Time.
There you go, that one. Just go for it all together. And we're going to help. Just excited for all the lives that are changing. And I loved all the stories at the beginning and just loved meeting all of you guys last week. And it was so fun.
Yeah. So. Thank you, Susan. I'm looking forward to your class. I need to get organized as well. So I will be there sharp Tuesday at 10 for 20 minutes of On Purpose time. So guys, that's pretty much it. We have the simple systems. We have the simple path. We've got a simple incentive trip to run with. We've got simple action. And basically to bring it home tonight is I just want to turn over to someone that I've just been really impressed by, that just brought not just the fact that she brought a bunch of people to convention, but just her heart to pour into other people, like Dave Blanchard talks about, and just, what she saw. So I'm going to basically wrap it up with a message from Lori Dufresne. So Laura, are you there?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Yep, go for it.
Okay,
take us home.
Awesome. Thanks, Brad. Well, we're just all coming back from a great convention, and I just get taken over by my emotion and just seeing the growth that's happened in the past 2.5 years, and being able to share that experience with my team this year has just been amazing. But we get all excited, and I remember having some talks with some of my team members at convention, and just thinking like, we're so excited right now, and what are we going to do? We don't want this feeling to go away. The only thing that is going to make it work, you guys, is action. Get into action, and what we feel in our community is what makes us different. And the world out there needs more of what we have to offer. It's just honestly, like, my phone's been blowing up from my team members and all of the great messages that they've been getting from everybody, from all of our Facebook pictures. And what does that tell you? It tells you that people desire what we have. And, the only way that we're going to be able to make a bigger impact in this world is to go out there and spread this to everybody. So what we can do, we've got two choices. We can focus on who am I going to talk to and what am I going to say, and am I going to offend anyone? If we focus on that, we're not going to have any results. But if we can really focus on who deserves this and what community we want to share with them, and give this to them to bless their life with, when we're totally focusing on who we're going to bless with this offering of what we have, your business is just going to blow up. It's just speak from your heart, get into action, and just start spreading this to everybody that comes your way, because everybody deserves this. So
it's great stuff. So thank you, Lori, for bringing us home. Guys, thank you for the amazing convention. And let's go be on purpose. Let's do something tonight that touches someone. Let's wake up tomorrow morning. Let's be on purpose. We have 17 days left in this month alone. What are you guys creating? So with that being said, let's go be powerful together. Next week's, all those systems kick off next week. So it kicks off with Susan, bright and early. That's not even early, but in the morning with Susan at 10 a.m. We'll see you guys all there. Have a great night, everybody.
thanks,
Bye, Brad.
Thank you.
Bye, Lori.
Hi.
Hi, Mama Bear.
Hi,
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Where's Lori?
There's Lori.
Right here.
We love you, Mama Bear.
Love you.
Lori.
Miss you guys.